you've got to cast your vote. Remember to go to the polling station with your student ID card. If you are in level 200 to level 400, all level 100 are required to go with only their examination pass for identification. Do not go to the polling station with any other card apart from the student ID and the examination pass. Please note that the variable national ID with photo will be accepted. So from now to 4 p.m. no, Ache. So my name is Rhoda Kumi, and I will be in from now till 17:30 GMT. I have my bosses here. I have Mr. Clark. I have Mr. Jamra. I have one of my student presenters, Blake. So I'll move straight to the B, and then Mr. Clark will give us all the gist. All that we got to know is here for us. So good afternoon, bosses. Welcome back. You've been here since morning, so I know 7 in the morning.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you, please?
I'm blessed yourself.
We are doing very well.
How's your Friday going so far?
It's been so good. It's been amazing. I think this is what's the time now?
It's now 2:30.
So in legs and I think 90 minutes. We'll be ending polls, and we believe that students must go there and vote as we are looking for the next crop of leaders. The University of Indian Resources are not just an academic center of excellence, reputed globally for accessible, affordable, and quality tertiary education. When it comes to electing or selecting leaders that are very good nationally, we are one of the best universities to do that.
Exactly.
Not long ago, I think last week Tuesday, Stoneborough was here through the Student Representative Council. Now the second time they were doing it in any university in Ghana, what they call the Telecel turn-up concert. And when you went to see the Telecel, leadership in Accra, they were amazed with the level of discipline exhibited by our students when they were here. The night was full of fun, which was entertaining. But what got me thinking was that the leadership at Telecel insisted that our students are very good. And Gideon, who is the current student leader for UDAO, was given the opportunity to address the team. And when he spoke, it was touching, it was inspiring. And I believe that we need to also make sure that at least the next SRC president will be the best to present the university. Last year too, we had the opportunity to send I think Swansea Bafo to have a breakfast show with one of the sister university leaders. And Swansea was the best. When you watch the videos, still you believe that. So for when it comes to selecting leaders to represent the university, the students have a way of doing it. And I believe that out of the 5 people that are contesting, whoever emerges as the winner will carry himself in glory and represent the school and represent it very well. So we were supposed to vote yesterday actually. And when the ballot papers came, we realized that there was a little bit of issue with the presidential, ballot. Candidate by name, one of the candidates had the name wrongly spelled. Though the first name was there, the picture was all right, but you felt that in the spirit of ultimate, transparency, fairness, and free election, we want to defer it to today. And then the women commissioner, the names were correct, but they were mismatched in terms of the pictures to the names. And then we felt that any other place, they were prepared to compromise, but we said no. The election must be free, fair, and orderly. So we decided to do it once again today. And so far, now what is happening is that in last year we had about 14 polling stations. Now we have 25 polling stations now. So we don't see long queues because we have increased the number of polling stations from 14 to 25. And we need to commend the commissioner. I call him Jones. He's doing very, very. It's not easy to be a commissioner for more than 15,000 students. People who accuse you for no good reason, but that is part of election. Like I said, when you go through elections, there's a lot of betrayal, denial, people will insult you, but you have to pull through. And he has done very, very well. It is my prayer that so far it's been very good. I pray that by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we should be able to declare the result right here in the studios of Greena FM. So, my dear sister, we are usually doing our updates, and let's thank Greena FM and your wonderful team for giving the opportunity to share the university community and the people of the Bono region. So far, updates on the elections.
Uenr is home. Uenr decides. At exactly 4 p.m. They'll be back here. So you got to decide. You have the power. Yes. And vote wisely. Yes. So peace before, during, and after election is still in progress. So Mr. Jamra, welcome back again. You're tired.
Thank you.
Are you famished?
You see, when such an exercise is going on, you can't rest.
Yeah.
You
can't even eat.
You can't eat. You are right. So, so you have to. So since morning, we've been working and then monitoring closely underground. So everything is fine. Everything is fine. I want to commend the dean's office for the swift intervention. When he said that they wanted to compromise, but that wouldn't have been the best.
Sure.
I met someone. I asked, "Have you voted?" She said yes. I said, "Who did you vote for?" He said, "I don't know the name, but I know the face." So if we should interchange faces, you see the mess that will cause. If we should spell someone's name wrongly, you see, and as I yesterday, they have to work on it to ensure that election is held this morning. When it was mentioned, we were all perplexed what is happening, but in fact it was for the good of the university. And I also want to commend the student body. They've actually done well. They've been able to cooperate so much, yes, because there could have been a lot of agitations, and there could have been blame gaming and other things, but they've done well. Yes, so much, and I'm so happy how the whole environment is going.
Is home.
Yes, how the whole environment, everything now, people that we don't know, they've all come. And now, yes, the market is good. So, in fact, I'm very happy, and the comportment of the student body is great. And I know that, yes, Uenr is home, and Uenr, we are setting the pace. For us, we want to ensure, and I always say that Dean of Students is doing great, because they always want to ensure sanity on campus. When there was an uprising for no reason, you can hear, you call URO, we have to come and do damage control and crisis management and other things. We don't want that thing to happen. So they are very proactive, up and doing, updates, always on the ground.
Yeah.
And then let me also talk about security. Security is very tight, both our Uenr security and the police. They are doing well. I was walking, and then some of the boys, I think they were getting closer to where the queue was. It's not that they were causing commotion or something, but they were getting to where the queue, and it like as if they were getting closer and more piling up. Then the police say, "Hey, if you know you have voted, go back. And if you know you are now coming to vote, go and join the queue." And he made that order, and within a twinkle of an eye, you see some enforcement, the police, some of them also came, and then the guys all they went away. And this shows how the security is very, 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 very. Yes, in fact, we need to commend them. And so, Dean of Students, you are in charge of election. You have to give them something. You have to give them.
You're not talking about your good friend, National Investigation Bureau. They also
yes, NIB. Yes, yeah, they are here. And that lady, I just admire her.
So we need to get all of them their names, and then we'll be giving them.
Yes, in fact, she will come and as if she's doing that. You understand?
But she's doing it.
Hey.
You are.
In fact, she'll be interacting with you. You don't know she's getting some information from you. So they are all present. National security is also present. And so I think in fact, we are doing well. We are doing well because you don't get this anywhere. Some by this time, even with the ballot paper issue, there would have been a lot of issues, demonstration, and other things. This shows how close management is also to the students.
Uncle Ben, let me not catch you, but if you could recall,
Okay.
normally with other universities, when we want to organize elections, it's like the dean of student office alone. But you know, for the past 3 to 4 years, the management of the university make sure that they engage aspirants.
Yes.
They engage aspirants before the election.
Yeah.
Because I remember another thorny issue was the desire of the EC to increase the numbers, the polling station from 14 to 35. I agree with him wholeheartedly. Because I felt that when you do that, then you avoid the long queues. But when they appear before management, all of the aspirants said that, oh, if you do it 35, you have to get about 2 polling agents per polling station. And that is 70. You're going to be overstretched. You don't have the financial resources to manage it.
Okay.
So graciously, no student election. So we had to plead with the EC that I need to concentrate enough and then give us about 25. And I think this is how the university, like you said, we are student-centered. From the management to the least person in the university architecture cares so much about students and their activities. And we have to applaud them for doing that. I told somebody, that by chance like what are you doing with the aspirants? Somebody was asking me, but I thought that servant leadership, you have to get closer to the students.
No, they are our major stakeholders.
So without them?
Yes, without them, who are the teacher, the lecturers, who are the administrators, and who is even the VC?
So we are all involved.
Yes, if students are not here, who are we? We are nothing. So if we are getting involved in their activities, I think it's in the right direction. You see, sometimes it is not that vice chancellors are not doing so, but they work through
the dean of students,
and other things. Yes. So you see that yes, things are. But when the vice chancellor himself comes down to the level of the student, then you see the difference. The registrar comes down, then you see the difference. So they are all watching. They are all getting updates and to see what is actually happening. And I'm just happy. I'm just happy that if you move round to all the police stations, oh, the EC has done well, and the students too, they have really done well, and lecturers are also there. Staff, yes,
Uncle
we
Ben,
all walk around and
Uncle Ben, we have 25. We got eminent observers. The coordinator is Dr. Ricky Yaonitogodo, the head of department for ecotourism, recreation, and hospitality, and we know to applaud the team. I know Prosper Usu Echan, your good friend, is there. Then engineer Dr. Edu Oku is there. Then Dr. Reku JB is also part of the team.
Wow.
Then Nancy Apia, incredible team of people. What is happening is that every polling station have a staff of the university monitoring the election. Apart from
from the EC,
they are unbiased from the EC.
Yes.
And then the coordinator, a doctor. A few minutes ago, I chanced upon him talking to some of the polling station and polling officers to ensure that there's fairness. And you have to also applaud the dean of students. I call him the people's professor. That man is down to earth. Very good man, sociable. He will he will allow you to make your statement. He will listen to you. And I said, hey, you are fortunate. When I went to the university I attended, you cannot get close to the dean or student officer. Not to talk to him. But here you are fortunate. He will listen to you. Then when you are done, oh my brother, this one you want to do it this way. It should be done this way. So I think it's a good exercise. And for me, Lady Rhoda, I want to say that for us who are working for we are fortunate for people.
Yeah.
Because it's a community you feel cherished and valued at any point in time. If you're a student, I have not slept the whole night.
Yeah.
Because like my brother was saying, you have to be sure.
Yes.
I remember when we were doing the manifesto reading here, we have to stream up to almost 4 hours continuous.
Yeah.
And it gives the opportunity to know the student. Some of the policies are a bit funny, but that's what they want to do. So maybe going forward, maybe you bring them to Lady Rhoda and your team. You have to put together a manifesto committee to streamline the thing, because somebody is saying that he will.
Don't say someone is manifesto.
People are voting. Okay. I'll be one. So
people are voting.
Some of them are not feasible, but they want to do it.
Everything is possible. It is possible. It is not possible.
But it's possible.
It is possible. Everything is possible. For me, I love the ideation.
Okay.
Yes, even getting the nerve to even have that notion, that idea alone, we need to, whether it's visible or not. That for him or to her, that is what he or she thinks that it is possible. Right? And for me, I believe that when there's resources, everything is possible. When there's resources, everything is possible. And so he's saying that you do this, you do that. Give him the money. I was listening to something. How do you get funding? He said that students will pay fees.
They will fight you. They will fight you.
Blake, you want to add something before we are here till like 5 years?
Okay, then I'll.
But have you voted?
Yes, please.
Okay, who did you vote?
I can't disclose
I won't say anyone.
Okay, let's go behind the studio and talk about this one. Okay, I'll talk about how the elections is going. As my big bosses they have talked about. With security, I'm much interested in security. I went to vote and I saw what the security was. I saluted him,
including our own UNED security.
Yes, I mean the security from
go and see my man Ken.
You see, we have different stamps depending on the ballot paper you are going to choose. They are supposed to give you that the respective stamp. But this polling official was actually making a mistake with it. But this security man was cautious. He warned him that, please, this is the right stamp.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. You see, the security himself is interested in the right thing than not taking care of those who will be coming to cause commotion. Even with the polling officials, they are monitoring them so that everything goes somewhere. And with management, in the morning, I said they are doing very well because looking at this election, sadly, they have put in much. Yes, looking at what happened yesterday and the communique they gave us, they have calmed us down. And looking at how things are going, I see management 100%. I'll give it to them.
But you see, when we say management, we should be circumspect about it. Who forms that management that we are talking about?
Okay, the office of the dean.
No, you see, the last when the election was rescheduled, I met one young man, a student, and said, so they said, management for now. Who are they? I said, who are the management? Who's the management? So you understand? But in this perspective, we are talking about the vice chancellor and his whole management team, registrar, provisy.
I think we all need a duty to educate our students. You see, sometimes the structure of the university, most of them don't know.
They don't know.
So
it has stick to the management. So
what happened? What is it?
So the BBC you are part of management.
In fact, something happened yesterday. I was there. I was monitoring some of the work was happening, and then I heard some of the students busting the EC, saying, the management are doing this. I was like, wow.
This is management.
The EC is part of management.
But the hierarchy, we have the vice chancellor for UNED, that's Professor Elvis, the man of the moment. Yes. It's in the comment where I need to hold the hands. But UNED decides today, and we can't wait till 4 p.m. So, a guy. Junaid, a guy. So Junaid is home and everything is beautiful happening here. Junaid decide who goes home or who stays. So who goes to the management?
For me, always something happens. Always something happens.
You know, the good thing is that there are two ladies.
There are two ladies.
Two ladies. Hey, what is very
voting.
No, what I'm saying is the dynamics. We are inspiring and encouraging women participation in politics.
Oh yes.
And you know they are taking a cue from, last year Amatia Boachi contested. Okay. Amatia was a vice candidate, president candidate to Jata. So when that ticket was became about it, then Amma reorganized and became the main presidential candidate. And somebody had to partner Amma, I think Calvin. Okay. So we are not saying that, but if you see 5 presidential tickets and 2 of them are female, you have to applaud the student leaders for coming up because
yes.
If we don't go 5, if we don't go contest.
But you see, Rhoda, that is telling you something. It is telling you about the vision of the Vice Chancellor.
Yeah.
I believe one of his vision is inclusion, involving women. Yes, and you can attest to the fact that now we have the first female professor, Professor Mrs. Ifua Abitua Dech. We have the first female engineer, Mary Entry. You understand? Now we can say that I don't have the data, but we can see that the number of women, or should I say ladies?
Yeah, ladies.
Yes, females. Let me put it that way. That has enrolled in the university is very amazing. So we are gradually getting the numbers. Perhaps a time will come we will even get 50-50. You know, it's more or less it's a STEM university, let me say science university, right? So if women, they don't actually love some of these courses. But if you see some ladies, you ask them, what are you doing? They say, oh, I'm doing IT,
Yeah.
I'm doing biochemistry, I'm doing engineering. You say, wow.
But Uncle Ben, I'm not historically. Our students, the ladies do better than the boys.
Exactly.
For the past 3 years, overall best students, 3 of them are female.
Yeah.
And then you
And
should
the current one,
then you need to decide right.
the current one,
Yes.
That means you are camping.
I'm not
the current overall best student, Deborah Kanyari, who is a former student of St. Louis Senior High School, who was in the same Batika House. Okay, she was a home economics student.
And that's why I said, vote wisely.
Who is he? She was a home economics student.
Woman
So
empowerment.
that lady, what amazed me was that she entered a class with a lot of science students from your schools. Your school, the university, the school you attended, the college, and the Southern College, probably all of them. But in 4 years' time, this young lady came up as the overall best student with the highest, one of the highest CGPA in the history of the university, 3.92. Not only that, this lady was not a pure science student. She had studied only chemistry as one of the elective programs for home economics.
She was able to.
But what was Uenr doing? When somebody told me, you remember when he went on national outreach and sensitization, somebody told me that it appears that what you are doing here is in sync or in line with what the new curriculum intends to do.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because for most of the traditional universities, if you are not a science student, so-called to be called, you dare not apply to study nursing. But here, you give opportunity to the home account student, to the general art student, to the general agri student, and the general science student. What have you done? Inclusivity. And because of that opportunity, the lady emerged as the overall best student. I've been told, this is opportunity to listen. Those who are listening to us, I always say, and I'll say it again. You now do not make a selection for your child based on just the presence of physical monumental infrastructure. That do not define a university.
Sure.
A university is defined by the quality of human resources, the faculty, the teach. Our lecturers here are doing incredible job.
Wow.
There's a story of a lady who came here when they were 15 from the Ministry of Education, begging to be admitted somewhere. I don't want to mention it on air. And this lady wanted to be a computer engineering student. She was denied. The ministry approached the leadership of the university, and they were begging for that offer. And you told them, you don't have to beg. We allow you to come in. It's an opportunity that we give to everybody who qualify. We do not insist on incredible competitive cut-off point. Because in my village, the school that I attended, my village school, Muzano Community Day Senior High School, the best student will be the school prefect. The guest prefect will be good in English and the and that guest prefect will give you C5 at the end of 3 years. So if you're asking me to produce a grade 6 and get a chance to come and do next, it's not possible. But if I had 15 and come to the university, I can do better than that who has in a very good school.
Yeah.
So this lady came here in 4 years, Lady Rhoda. She obtained second class upper for computer engineering. As I speak to you today, Ben, you are aware, she's in Canada on full scholarship.
Wow.
And she's studying masters to threaten cybersecurity and artificial intelligence.
Wow.
If you now do not give her that opportunity, there's no way. We took students to Nigeria.
Okay.
Dr. Imani, the coordinator for industrial attachment, and then Lady Selina Amasa, Dr. the PhD holder and HOD for chemical sciences. We took some students to Nigeria, I think from 5th to 10th of May for the, is the only university affiliated currently to the American Chemical Society. a body used to train chemists across the globe. And when the University of Energy, because they are the only affiliate member in Ghana, now other universities want to be affiliated to them. We took them to Nigeria for international conference. Philip and David, when they presented they did a presentation. The whole auditorium, one of the biggest hotels in Nigeria, hotel in Lagos. They were amazed. They wanted to find out whether they are lecturers or they are students. And these are final year students. So for me, I've been saying it. We must continue to share our incredible story with the Ghanaian. Let the world know what you are doing here. We do very well. Just that sometimes, I don't know, Uncle Ben will do that. We shy away from the cameras. We don't come to radio to share our incredible stories. I've seen my senior joining us very soon. Dr. Ricky, my big boss. At the food bazaar, what I saw there was amazing. Yeah. All happening in UNAM. So for me, UNAM will always be a home. Let's continue to demonstrate that we are the best, not only in Ghana, but in Africa.
Rhoda, what we are trying to say is that as UNAM decides, they should vote wisely. I mean, they should vote wisely. I mean, inclusion is very important.
Yeah. We are not being biased.
Yes.
Just want to change.
Maybe. So, like, it could be that even a female can even emerge at the
But the good thing is that men can have a female as a vice.
Yeah.
Or the vice. That's how it's happening. Okay. Almost all of them.
All right. So
there will be a female. There's a female in the mix. So what they are doing is that, like what you do for the national politics, you pick a southerner, then your vice will be a northerner.
Yes.
So
but it's possible that a female can become the main.
Per statistics, a female might.
A female might.
Per statistics.
Yeah. Per statistics.
Yes.
Yes. It can happen.
Dr. Ricky is here. Dr. Ricky, I miss you.
I miss you too. You didn't tell me I miss you.
You are being jealous, eh?
I'm with you.
But there are other problems. This one where a sister is missing a brother, and you are jealous. You have received a warm, comfortable hug this afternoon. I'm yet to receive mine, and you're already jealous.
How things have been on ground. How are things going?
Oh yeah, so far everything's under control. Okay. Yes, everything's under control. Yeah, so I think my colleagues have said earlier on, I think yesterday was supposed to be the voting day, but because of one or two issues, the candidates and the dean of students agreed that they move it to today. Okay. Yes, and so by 8 o'clock we on the field distributing ballot papers, and everything started. And so far there has not been any controversy at any of the polling stations. No student is also trying to misbehave, yes, or cause trouble in any way or the other, one way or the other. But so I think so far the students have comported themselves, and I give a thumbs up to them. Yeah.
So UNAM is doing well, and UNAM decides today who goes next. So vote wisely, and it's now 5 to 8 now at 3 p.m. And in the next 60 minutes, right? 60 minutes. About 4 pet if you just do. About 4 pet at home. So my gentleman will be here at exactly 4 p.m. to give us the rundown. Easy himself will be here. Everyone will be here. I will have Dr. Ricky, Mr. Jamra, Mr. Clark. But shout out to our students as they're doing so well. So Dr. Ricky is here. To know all our polling stations as well.
Rhoda.
And to know, yeah,
you said we have about
an hour.
An hour, yes. So
I have 2 watches here. One is 3, one is 2:56.
Yeah, so we have to encourage those who have not gone to vote to go and vote. This is their right.
Their right.
So they have
inside
to go
the franchise, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they have to go and vote. And I mean, this year we are going to have the presidential election, and this is more or less maybe an exercise. Those who have not even voted before should use this as a medium to learn how to vote. So it's very important.
That's a good one.
You have to go and vote. Yes.
It's your right to do. Yes. The right to vote. So we find ourselves in a democratic country, so you need to vote. So Dr. Ricky, over to you.
Okay, so I think we have today we are operating 25 police stations. So I'll go through the police stations and the senior members that have been assigned to each of these police stations. So for police station 1, that comprises